Every baseball field is different. Because of the rules of the sport, outfield dimensions can be whatever they want to be. And that can happen for a variety of reasons. But for the diamonds on this list, it isn't a matter of why. It's where. You won't believe where some of these fields are. Baseball fields in weird locations is coming up right after this. Now look, Manscaped over the years has literally built trimmers for every part of your body. Your balls, your beard, your nose hairs. But now it's time to introduce the Handyman. This compact face shaver saves you time and delivers a quick, close shave with a unique dual blade system. It features a standard foil shaver as well as a long hair leveler blade to knock down up to 3 days worth of growth. Trim your face up nice, screw patchy, unclean beards. And just like the lawnmower, the Handyman has skin-safe technology. It's also waterproof, sleek, and compact while boasting up to 60 minutes of battery life on a single charge. And here's the best part. For my viewers, you can go to manscaped.com/5-points and get 20% off the Handyman plus free shipping. Again, that's manscaped.com/5-points for 20% off and free shipping. Illegal aliens. Well, this looks like a simple softball field in the desert. It's when we zoom out, we see an airstrip and a building that may or may not hide alien corpses.
Area 51, right? Area 51. You knew then. And you did not.
Yes, this field is located at Area 51. Much like the classified military installation, not much is known about this diamond or the facility, other than that the field started showing up on satellite imagery in 2008. Looks like a nice, well-maintained field. Your secret, unaccounted for tax dollars at work. With love. Now, at first glance, this looks like a nice brand new college baseball field. Maybe a D2 or JUCO in North Carolina or something. But as we zoom out, we still don't see much to indicate where this is. Clearly though, the architecture definitely isn't American. It's when we turn on the labels that we get a clue. Because this baseball field is actually in Moscow, Russia. It is the recently built Rustar Arena. Opened in 2020, Rustar hosts both the Russian national team and teams that play in the RBF, the Russian Baseball Federation. Yes, they have a pro baseball league in Russia. Good to see the game spreading to our once still kind of enemies. Got it on lock. This one isn't just in a weird place, it looks like a weird baseball field too. A double whammy. For the most part, the field looks like it's in a normal setting, but now let's go looking for the fences. Well, there's certainly more than a few, and they also come with guard towers and barbed wire. That's because this baseball field is located at the federal maximum security prison, Fort Leavenworth. And it's possible that Michael Vick himself might have taken a few hacks or thrown a couple passes here. It's unclear when this field was built, but Leavenworth opened in 1903. And don't try to rob a home run here. You might get shot by a guard. Cliffhanger. Let's switch gears for just a little bit. This one may have some borderline weird dimensions, but it's also located in one of the most scenic backdrops in all of baseball. Carol B. Land Stadium at Point Loma Nazarene in San Diego is not only located on the edge of a cliff, but it also has a beautiful, endless ocean view. Just a spectacular backdrop for an unexpected baseball field to find itself. Whoever plays here is probably initially distracted by the beauty behind them, until they try to hit a slider in the dirt. And a hard place. Okay, this one does look like a soccer field, but from a reliable source, baseball is definitely played here. So where is it? Well, it's obviously got a ton of dirt both on it and around it. You can see an Olympic-sized swimming pool here to the left, and when we zoom out a little further, we see more desert. Finally, if we zoom out more, we can see an airstrip and small elite helicopters. This is not Kansas, Dorothy. It's Al-Assad Air Base between Iraq and a hard place, where servicemen gather and play baseball after their hard days radiating in the Iraqi sun. Normally, they would race their Camaros, but this is Iraq. The only way I found this field is because the person installing my cable happened to be a combat vet who was deployed in Iraq and saw what I was doing, and he told me about this place. Just a wild coincidence. Radioactive. If you are keen on international baseball, you would be able to figure out pretty quickly just looking at this field what country it is in. Okay, I'll give it away. It's an all-dirt infield, and a well-manicured field indicates this one is in Japan. But where in Japan? It's in Tomioka Town, but that still doesn't mean much, right? Except it's located a short 5 miles away from Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, which suffered a meltdown in 2011 worse than Mets and Yankees fans are having this season. Following a large earthquake, the entire area was evacuated, including this town, but now it's since been rehabilitated, so this field is likely active, and probably the most radioactive field on Earth. Total crisis. We have what looks to be a nice complex here. Artificial turf, multiple ball fields, and even a football field. Looks like all the creature comforts of an all-American life. What's unusual about it? It's located less than 3 miles away from Guantanamo Bay Prison in Cuba. Yes, Cuba has plenty of places to play baseball, but these are the only baseball fields that are on American soil in Cuba. Not sure if the people that play here hit nukes, but there was a crisis involving that a lot of years back. Like a dream. If you're a baseball movie buff, you should know this one right away. You see the corn, right? Yes, this was the diamond from Field of Dreams, and they built it, and people came. Should I say that different? Built as a movie set in 1989, shortly after the film, it was abandoned, and a portion of the field was returned to being farmland, as it was built across 2 family farms. However, the Lansing family maintained the diamond, and then the other family eventually restored their portion of the field to attract tourists. A lot changed in 2020, when a big league-sized field was installed a few hundred feet from the original, and MLB came to town. Regular season games were played here in 2021 and 2022. However, baseball will return in 2024 as more construction and amenities are being added to this other field over here. And it's still pretty much in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. Chaos. This baseball complex is a riot. Literally. Okay, that was a pretty big clue. Looks very structured. Boxed in, a guard tower in the middle. Give up. This is Attica Correctional Facility in upstate New York, where in 1971, an out-of-control prison riot resulted in 43 deaths. The facility was opened in the 1930s, and there have been such inmates here as David Berkowitz. Not sure if he was a good ball player or not. I'm guessing, yeah, no shot. Stone cold. Okay, this one is just wild. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is a baseball field covered in thick snow. I'm sure you're pretty smart to figure out that this is in Alaska, but where? This is actually near a town called Utqiagvik. I hope I said that right. Utqiagvik. And it's located at Ipaluk Elementary School. If you're from this town, please correct me. This for sure is the northernmost baseball field in the world. Unless like Watch Momentum goes up to the North Pole and lines out a field to play ball with Jose Ramirez.
Good change.
There's also a football field nearby that's insane too. I hope they use a Zamboni before they play here. Zoom zoom. This will be the nicest stadium on this list, opened in 2009. This 32,000 seat stadium is a gorgeous testament to engineering and design. Of course, you probably figured out that this one is in Asia, since you've never seen it before. Japan, to be exact. Why is Mazda Zoom Zoom Stadium so unique? It's in Hiroshima, 1.17 miles away from where the first atomic bomb hit. Yes, I could make a nuke joke, but I think I went off with that one earlier. And finally, our weirdest baseball field in the weirdest place on Earth, The Rock. I'm not gonna make you guess. You know this is Alcatraz. What's wild about this diamond is that it even exists at all. Apparently baseball on Alcatraz has a long and storied history. In 1938, they actually formed both amateur and league teams, 8 total. All this on this tiny diamond. They kept stats and track of wins and losses, and in prison, the teams were integrated. It's amazing how someone might not understand the rules of society, but can easily understand that racism is some bullshit. I didn't mean fistfights didn't break out during games. I mean, we are talking about prisoners here. Alcatraz was closed in 1963, and for good measure, here are the dimensions to this place. I bet Prison Al would hit a lot of dingers here. My name's Big Al. I stole a car and I hit dingers. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you made it this far. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to my next video.